we're doing today. In fact, a most important thing that we're doing is paying back and paying tribute to our men and women in the armed forces and veterans of the armed forces. And it's been said a million times. Everyone agrees we can never do enough for our service personnel and veterans, but we can always do more. And Victor of Victor's Roofing has done more today, much more. We're going to learn all about it. We've talked about it for a few weeks on my morning show, Monday through Friday, 5:30 till 9 on WJR, that a veteran or an active service person would be getting a free roof. The announcement was made on our show at the end of the week. Russell Johnson, and it wasn't just one or two people, at least 10 people had nominated Russell Johnson. So he clearly is a worthy recipient of this philanthropy and this philanthropic move by Victor of Victor's Roofing. We're very excited to be here. There's a lot of exciting news and even more exciting give back news coming up here in just a moment on this special edition of the Paul W. Smith Show with Victor of Victor's Roofing. Up next.
In January of 2017, I was diagnosed with acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
And
Victor?
Yes.
It's nice to be with you.
Yes.
Is your family there?
Not yet. They're going to be here about 1 o'clock. Because
Excellent.
I want to make sure when they show up, I can show them around as well. I guess do a little show and tell for the kids and say, hey, this is what Daddy does for a living.
Have they not been on one of your jobs before?
They have. But here's the thing. I asked my 5-year-old, hey, what does Daddy do? He said he works in the office. I said, no, your daddy's a roofer. So and it was fun because my 2 older daughters, they got to experience me living the roofing life, right? They've got to see me come home late, sweaty, nasty, dirty, right? My 2 younger boys, they've grown up with me being in the office more, all right? So
yeah. I loved it when you brought the kids to the radio station. That was fun. That was fun when they came to the radio station.
We got to do that again, hopefully.
Yeah, and you got to get me out here.
Past COVID,
Our friend Sheriff Michael Bouchard watching on FaceTime right now. How great is that? And Russell Johnson has already gone on Facebook, excited for this wonderful acknowledgement of my 27 years of military service. God bless both of those fine men who give so much to our community, like Sheriff Michael Bouchard and like Russell Johnson, former Army guy, and we'll talk with him in just a moment. We need to get you back out to my house because you wanted to do a video. Is it too late to do a video at my house with me and you? Oh,
no, we can still do it.
I think we should still do it.
Can you?
I'm proud of the roof and the job you've done.
And
I'm proud of you.
Welcome back to more Paul W. Smith on WJR. This broadcast is sponsored by Victor's Roofing. Once again, here's Paul.
And along with me, the man of the hour, or hours really, with Ken and Chuck as well, the inside-outside guys, those all-around great guys that we feature on the weekends here. And boy, if you're not listening, you're missing out a lot. Victor Samalyanov of Victor's Roofing is here, a man who started this company and has grown incredibly over the past 5 years to being really the biggest and best, in my opinion, and in my experience, without question, the best. And this is wonderful what you have decided to do here, Victor. As I mentioned, we can never do enough for our service personnel, for our veterans, but we can always do more. And you chose to do more. How did this idea come about, Victor?
It's something that's dear to my heart, that we're thankful for this country. I'm thankful for the opportunities that I was provided right at a young age to be able to move here and to grow and to be successful in the roofing industry. So giving back and changing people's lives is something that's dear to my heart, and I love it. I love it. We're having fun out here today.
Well, I with the guys, with the boys, Ken and Chuck, I could hear the hammers. I could hear the roof being done. And I know you mentioned a while ago you did our roof, and I had no idea it was as complicated as you said, but it took you a little longer. But I'll tell you what, you were so good that I hired you to put a brand new roof on a brand new building from scratch, right? And I've told this story
Correct.
on the air a number of times because every time you or your people said you were going to do something at a certain time, man, oh man, you did it. And when you were done, you cleaned up. Unlike anything I've ever seen before, the place looked better than it did before you started doing the work, even to the point of going around with magnets, making sure there aren't any nails in the grass or anywhere. I mean, it was really top notch. But one day, the guys were supposed to come and put a brand new roof on the new garage pool house building that we built behind the house. And it got to be about 4 o'clock, and I had not seen the guys yet. And so Kim and I had to go out for an event back in the days when we would go out and do things. Remember those days several months ago? We would go out and do things. Well, anyway, we were going out to do something. And all of a sudden, the guys pulled up in the truck, and I go, "What are you guys here for?" And they said, "Well, we're Victor's Roofing. We're doing the roof." And I went, "Oh, geez. Oh, okay." I looked at my watch, dramatically. "Oh, okay. Well, all right. I guess I'll see you the next couple of days. That's fine. All right." Do you know that we went out, did what we had to do? We came back, and this crew that started at about 4 o'clock, that arrived at about 4 o'clock, and we got home at maybe 7. I don't know what time it was. It wasn't very late. And they were done from start to stop. They put a new roof on our house, the addition over here, in less than 3 or 4 hours. So I was stunned at how quickly they did it and how well they did it, that we could come home and say, "Oh my, they're done. They did the roof." It was amazing. Now, I'd forgotten how more difficult the original house, older house roof was, but you're right. When I think about it, there are lots of nooks and crannies and all the things that you said. There was a lot going on. But you do phenomenal work. And then after everyone who comes up to me and says, "Is it really that good?" Yes, it's that good. Are they really that good? Yes, they are really that good. And after all of that, and people coming up to me on airplanes and in stores, "Boy, you really love your roof. What do you think? Should I call Victor?" And I say, "Yes, call Victor if you need a roof." And he'll tell you if you don't need a roof. And then you entered into this other area that blew my mind. I'm not going to lie to you. It blew my mind when you came up for a way for people not to get their roof replaced. I said, "Wait a minute, Victor, you're in the business of replacing and repairing roofs, and now you're saying they don't have to?" And that was the introduction of this miracle compound called Roof Max. Pretty incredible.
It is.
And how many people are deciding to go the Roof Max route rather than the other route of a complete roof repair removal?
We have quite a few, right? It's about offering the right product for the customer, and not every roof is a candidate for Roof Max, right? Not every roof needs a replacement. And whether it's repairing a small leak or maintaining Roof Max or replacing it, it's all about offering the right solution for that home and for that customer. So we do have quite a few people getting Roof Max, and we're definitely glad for it.
It's huge savings. It's a small percentage of the cost of doing a full roof. So if you're in a position where there's some issues with your roof, at least call them, have them come out and take a look and let you know. And you can call them at 734-6666-914, 734-6666-914, or go to victorsroofing.com. And they'll tell you very honestly if you can get away with using Roof Max, or if in fact you need to have further repairs or a full replacement. I trust this guy completely in every way, in every experience I've had with him. It's been really good. So now we come to today, this extra special day where he's giving back, unbelievably so. And there is a very proud veteran that we are very proud of with his service to these United States of America. His name is Russell Johnson, and we'll meet him and talk with him up next on WJR and a very special Victor's Roofing Saturday Paul W. Smith Show broadcast. Stay with us.
In January of 2017, I was diagnosed.
Oh, we're still live on Facebook? Nice.
Still live on Facebook. Hello, Russell. I can't tell if Russell was on with us that whole time. The poor guy just sitting there, and I'm not even saying anything. I don't even know if he was on right then. But Russell, I see you now.
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I am good. I am excellent. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you, baby.
I am too, as you can see and tell.
Isn't this a
Victor's
wonderful
Roofing's
day?
in the house. Yes,
What
sir, it
a
is.
wonderful day. A wonderful, wonderful day. When we're going to talk with you in just a moment, learn lots more about you. I know it'll be repetitive for you because you talked about it with Ken and Chuck, but now you're on the Paul W. Smith Show, and you're here, and we're happy.
Yes, sir. Thank you for being here and allowing me to be here, sir. We appreciate it so much.
Well, we're happy to be here and celebrate such a very special moment. Things like this do not happen very often, and this is a big deal. I mean, this is not Victor saying, I'm going to give you $1,000 off for your roof. He's not saying, I'm going to give you $5,000 off for your roof. This is Victor saying, I'm going to give you a roof in thanks for your service to this great nation.
He's changing our lives over here. He's fast forwarding us to the next level. Absolutely. This is a wonderful thing that he's doing, and we are so appreciative. And we want to tell the world that this is what they need to duplicate. Things like what Victor and Victor's Roofing is doing to people. And serve people like this.
You're doing it online right now, and you'll be doing it on WJR Radio in just a moment. We'll be coming back. Absolutely. And we're just happy to have you here and happy that Victor, I got to tell you, Victor, from the first time I met you, I liked you. I liked your story coming to this country as a teenager and deciding you were going to make something of yourself. And you've done that and more by creating in a very short period of time such a very successful business where trust is so very important. Most of us don't even know what goes on up on our roof. We can't see it. We don't know. But you know, and your people that work for you know, and you live up to these standards that are rather incredible. And
you have to.
It's been like 2 years, and I couldn't say enough. And for the rainstorms we've had and the snowstorms and everything else, never a problem. It's all been good. I know you built into it that you come back and check the roof to make sure everything's going okay.
Food programs and outreach to seniors, but we can't do it alone. Whether you're connected to the Y or have a fond Y memory, we need you to stay with us. Reach out to your local Y today and stay with us for a better us.
Welcome back to more Paul W. Smith on WJR. This broadcast is sponsored by Victor's Roofing. Once again, here's Paul.
Indeed, a very special Saturday broadcast. It has to be special. Look, I love my job Monday through Friday, but to work on a Saturday has to be for a special occasion. There have been a few, and I've enjoyed them. This one is extra special and extra different, as you may have heard. By the way, we're on social media, on YouTube, on Facebook. In fact, our fine friend, Sheriff Michael Bouchard, is watching on Facebook. He says, rock on, Paul. And that's what we're doing. And thanks to all the other people. Here's Jeffrey Scharfenkamp saying, hi, Victor. You and your crew are awesome.
I love it.
So it's all been very, very good. I just got to close that door a little bit. All right. So this event today is so very important because, as I've said now twice, I'll say it a third time. We all agree we can never do enough for our service personnel and veterans, but we can always do more. And this day marks the more. Victor did not say, I want to give away $1,000 off on a roof to a veteran or service personnel. I want to give $5,000. No, he said, I want to give a roof to a service personnel.
Yes, he
and
did.
Russell Johnson is here with us, and we're not going to be able to wipe that smile off Russell's face. Now, I have a feeling, Russell, that you smile a lot anyway.
Well, I do my best to smile and keep, the smiles keep all the age wrinkles away. So we're just smiling for sure. Rather smile than frown, absolutely.
Well, you've been smiling and making others smile. 10 different people nominated you to receive a new roof. 10 people nominated you. You grew up in Detroit.
Yes.
You decided to serve your country. 27-year Army veteran, drill sergeant, recruiter, all of those different things.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know the Marine call. Hoo-ah. You have the Army call. I want to hear you do it again. I just
Love it. This is awesome.
just love that.
The barking dogs of war.
And the Army guys that are listening in or watching it are going, "Ho, yes, sir."
Yes,
They
sir.
stand at attention. And by the way, something that isn't talked enough about is that you did have not one, not two, but 3 combat missions serving this great country of ours.
Yes, sir.
And you have a disability through that service to this great country.
Yes, sir.
And yet, as far as I can tell, you didn't use it as an excuse for anything. In fact, you started a mentoring program that you've been doing for some 10 years. Tell us about that.
Well, the mentoring program, the Army's big on acronyms, and the acronym is ALERT. Be alert in your community. So ALERT stands for the Ambassador Leadership Educational Reinforcement Training Program, which is a Christian ROTC boot camp change process, soldier, priest, and king training program that is basically my personal testimony of how I came up in life. And it teaches the aspects of personal hygiene and uniform wear. It talks about etiquette and core values and how to be a concierge for your family and how to be a better citizen. And we've had it in a couple of schools in Oakland County in a few years. I'm not running it right now because I was working on a program packet for it to print, to present. But it's really my life and how I came through the ranks from a young boy from the city of Detroit, joining the military, being trained and mentored by men in the military. Our communities are lacking men. So we were able to get the training that we needed. And I became a soldier who learned the Christian concepts of life to become priestly over myself and my family. And there are times in my life when I have the feeling of a king. And today is one of those times. Absolutely. And this Army, the U.S. Army, I mean, it was everything for me. It saved my life because my life, I had a mom who worked real hard, but I kind of raised myself in the family. And in high school, I was shot. In the 9th grade, hanging out, got shot. In the 10th grade, and in the 12th grade. It's like,
wait a minute. Wait. Russell, you weren't shot in 9th, 10th, and 11th grade.
Yes, sir. Like boom, boom, bang, bang in the streets of Detroit as a young man in those days. And it was something. And I woke up and the angel came to me in the form of an Army recruiter at Murray Wright High School.
I'm just going to say that's the first time I've heard of an Army recruiter referred to as an angel. I'm just saying.
Angel of leadership. And he asked me, he said, son, what are you going to do with your life? And I really didn't know. And then I woke up and I was at FRG, the Federal Republic of Germany, after basic training as an infantry soldier.
All right, I misspoke. I actually believe that there are Army recruiters who have saved people's lives and have been called the angel. I was thinking of the other job you had when you were a drill sergeant. I don't remember ever hearing a drill sergeant called an angel. I misspoke.
Yes,
I misspoke. I didn't get that
I had
right.
quite a few times in the military, absolutely. But I woke up in Germany. And when I woke up in Germany, I had been a man in the streets of Detroit when street violence and gangs were up. But when I got into the military and got over to Germany, I realized I was still a boy. And that means I was teachable, trainable, and coachable. And I learned some things. And here I am.
Russell Johnson, here's what we're learning after your 27 years of service and a victor coming to this country at the age of 14. You were born and raised in Detroit. Victor,
Yes.
you were born and raised in
Ukraine.
the Ukraine. Both of you have seen the light that apparently many young people today have missed. And people who are destroying things, I'm not talking about protesters. We're all about protesting. That's America. You have the right. I'm talking about the people who are destroying things, small businesses, killing people, beating people up, rioting, setting fires. Those people have not seen the light. They don't understand the greatness of this country that the two of you embody, one from Ukraine, one from the city of Detroit getting shot 3 times in high school, but you've come around in a very big way and changed and improved your life, Russell Johnson, and certainly, Victor, you've done that with your family, and it could only happen here in America.
And I agree.
100%.
100%. Excited about it every day. To be able to be a mentor to help others and to guide. And mine comes from the source that in God we trust. In God we trust, and let him be my internal mentor to teach me how to just stand up and be all that I can be, even right now at age 60.
Tell me, we want to learn more. In fact, Russell, can you stay here the whole time? And Victor, can you stay here the whole time? It's not that much. I mean, we've got another half an hour. Can you guys stay?
Sure.
We're so proud of both of you. And well, I'm just going to say we're so proud of both of you. It gets emotional for me because there are so many complainers that haven't gone through a quarter of what you've gone through, Russell, in your 3 combat assignments and all the different things. I mean, not even this much have they gone through, and yet they complain, and they're not looking for ways to make the country better and make themselves better. They're only in it to tear it down. And then there are people, Victor, who don't believe they can start a business. They believe, oh, he's secretly funded by the government or something. No, Victor is completely funded by Victor and his hard work.
Hard work.
The hard work that he has done over these years since he was 14 to build one of the best roofing companies in the country, Victor's Roofing. And it's a very special day this Saturday to celebrate that and to celebrate the other things that make this country great that Russell Johnson, you so beautifully represent. We're going to continue our conversation here on a special edition of the Paul W. Smith Show, live on WJR and Facebook and YouTube, and wherever you want to look for it, you'll probably find it. There is a guy in Livonia who's actually hearing us now on a filling in his tooth. I'm saying we're big. We're big. Stay with that part I'm kidding about. Stay with us.
Excuse me. Have you ever?
You guys make me emotional. You make me emotional.
America's a good place to be.
What Victor's doing for my home is like super phenomenal with cherry on top.
Isn't it something?
Oh my gosh. It's just the work, the way they assaulted my roof and stripped it down to the wood, and now they're redressing it. And the life expectancy he's adding to my home and to my life, it is phenomenal. And my wife loves it. We're excited. And I only want to tell Victor's story on WJR and anywhere else we can.
God bless you, Russell. I'm so happy that without this, we wouldn't be meeting. So I am so glad that we've met you. And we're going to want to talk to you on the morning show from time to time for a little inspiration, because I think you're inspirational. And you could help a lot of folks that sometimes need a little inspiration. And your story and your life is inspirational. What is your wife's name, Russell?
My wife's name is Kimberly LaWan Johnson. Yep.
My wife's name is Kimberly.
All right. And Kimberly means queen. So we know about your wife, too.
We got that right. My wife is a queen.
That's right. And my wife's the queen as well. And I fall in line because I'm a soldier.
and Victor, what is your wife's name?
Lily. I feel like I don't fit. It's Lily, and I feel like I don't fit in now.
No, you fit in because Lily in the Christian terms, it's the lily of the valley. And Jesus, who's the King of Kings, was the lily of the valley. So your wife is royalty. There is royalty there.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Nailed
gosh.
it.
Hey,
Isn't that excellent? Oh my goodness, that is excellent. I'm so happy to hear that. And like I said, Russell, you know so much. I mean, you add so much to the conversation. We should talk a little bit about the roof, because I can tell that you're very pleased with that. I'm couldn't be more pleased with the job they did on my roof. And people say, "Do you really mean that?" I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. There isn't enough money in the world to make me say something I don't believe.
Exactly
Because
right. Yes, sir.
I am as I'm my own brand. All I got is me. So if I start telling fibs or stories, I don't have me anymore. I don't have my brand anymore. So I'm just lucky that there are people like Victor that do such a great job that come here and work for us. And I think it was probably Jeff Marcereau, who's now our sales manager, director of sales at WJR, who probably first introduced us, Victor. I actually can't say for sure. Was it Jeffrey?
it was Jeff for sure.
Yeah, Jeff Marcereau, who's behind so many good things that are happening at the radio station. And, of course, Steve Finateri, our general manager now, doing a nice job. But when he came to me, I said, I do need a roof. And frankly, I would have loved to have traded out my roof, but we can't really do that. So I hired Victor. People think I got a free roof out of this. No. I hired Victor and paid Victor. I did pay you, didn't I? I did.
That check did not bounce. So we're good.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I mean, sometimes I got a stack of bills here to look at. So I paid Victor.
Programs.
I didn't get a free roof, but I got the best roof I could get. I'm sure of that.
The why or of a fond white memory. We need you to stay with us.
I think we're coming back
Reach out to your local Y today.
JR.
Us for a better us.
Welcome back to more Paul W. Smith on WJR. This broadcast is sponsored by Victor's Roofing. Once again, here's Paul.
What a great Saturday to be with you on Facebook, on YouTube, on 760 WJR. The crew is out at Russell's house. Russell Johnson, his lovely wife, Kimberly, the queen, at his house. And Victor, I heard you talking about with Ken and Chuck, the fabulous Inside Outside guys. I heard you talking about, I thought I heard you say, I know you said my roof was complicated, but his roof is big though, isn't it? Isn't Russell's roof pretty big?
It's a good sized roof, and we're taking care of it today.
You're getting it all done today.
100%. Should be done by 5 o'clock.
And let me tell you something, folks, from what I've seen, what I've known, what I've experienced. He's not just doing that because we've got this special Saturday tribute to this wonderful soldier, this guy who spent 27 years in the Army, 3 combat assignments, which left him 100% disabled, started his own mentoring program, and has a new lease on life. Going back to, remember his beginnings, couldn't have been good if he got shot in high school 3 different times. It was not a good beginning. But he didn't use that as an excuse. He woke up in a hospital bed and an angel was standing over him, and it was an Army recruiter. And that Army recruiter, in your own words, Russell, saved your life.
Yes, sir. He said, son, what are you going to do with your life? I see you have leadership skills. I looked at him and I said, I don't know. And here we are today at 2020 Clear Vision, getting the new roof by Victor.
And Victor, you're going to get that thing done. And again, I say it's not just because we're doing the program. You guys did my roof out in the back in hours. It was unbelievable. I didn't remember, but you said that the roof I'm under right now was a little more complicated. This was like yours, Russell, an older roof that had to be completely torn off. So they tore off the roof, just like I heard you saying, down to the wood on yours, which is really, you have had people in the business, and maybe this is still true, Victor, you tell me. There are people in the business that would say, well, that's only 1 or 2 roofs. We can put another roof on top of it. That can't be the best way.
No, it's not. And there's still guys potentially doing that. I think the industry has moved on from that at this point. We do still run into homes that once in a while have 5 or 4 layers on it.
Oh boy.
Yeah, really?
That's not so good. You got to be able to trust the people. And you know, Russell, we've been talking a lot about you. I want to get back to Victor. You were 14 when you came to this country and started in the roofing business, kind of.
So I was 9 when I came over to the U.S. I was 14 when I jumped on the roofing crew during the summertime.
I got you.
Needed some extra money, but also I guess my parents wanted to teach me a lesson on hard work and make sure I got my grades up in school. So kind of backfired on them.
So
I ended up sticking in the roofing industry.
So you decided, obviously, along the way there, that you wanted to own your own business. What made you decide that?
I love putting my name on work. Like I love standing behind it. I love driving by, looking at homes. It's something that I love to do, and I love to provide opportunities for other people to change their lives. To be able to provide a job that they maybe could have not had, to be able to change their life financially. And we were talking about this earlier, right? Like we have a lot of people who do not come from the roofing industry in our company, and we're able to coach them, teach them, and provide awesome opportunity.
Russell, I'm here to tell you that if I were running a contest and a giveaway for something, you would be like the perfect recipient. Now, certainly over 10 people, from what I'm told, 10 different people nominated you because you've touched a lot of lives with your very positive attitude about everything. You are obviously very thankful. And Victor, if I were to stand back, now I'm not paying for it, so you're paying for it, but this has been fabulously successful in following what I opened the show with and have said a few times. We all agree that we can never do enough for our service personnel and our veterans, but we can always do more. And this is a big more that you're doing. Not giving him a discount, giving him a brand new Victor's roof. I don't mean to put you on the spot. And if you don't or can't afford to do it again, I understand. But do you think you'll ever do this kind of thing again?
I think we just might, right? Like we had a lot of good entries come in. I think Russell's story really touched my heart, and it's exciting to be here and do things. And there's definitely a couple more people that we that had good stories, and obviously you can only pick one. But what we want to do as a roofing, we actually want to give away 2 more roofs today. We want to give away back.
Wait a minute. Wait. Breaking up a little bit. Say that again.
We want to give away 2 more roofs today.
Today?
Today.
Are you kidding me?
Today's the day.
Wow.
Today's the day.
Wow.
Today's the day.
Russell, isn't that amazing, Russell?
Amazing,
I mean,
this is amazing. But if you've seen what he's done here to do this, it's phenomenal what he's done. It's phenomenal.
You're killing me. You are killing me, Victor.
All right, Paul, you ready for it?
Wait a second. Wait a minute. Note to Jeff Marcero. We got to charge this guy more for commercials because he's really being successful.
We want to give back. It is fun, Paul. Here's the thing. It's fun. It's fun being successful, right? Like you grow, you enjoy the growth, and there's obviously struggles and pains and long nights and concerns here and there, but it is fun to give back. It's fun to get together. It's fun to give back and to give back that to people who've helped build this country into what it is today.
So you're going to give 2 more roofs away again to service personnel or veterans?
Yes, we're doing that. So, Paul, here we go.
You're going to do it right now?
Right now.
Wow.
Today's the day. All right. So this is what we're doing, Paul. We have a special William call. William is from Fenton, Michigan. He served for 31 years. He enlisted in 1987. He served in Saudi Arabia, stationed in Germany, went to Iraq in 2003, went into Iraq in 2012. He's a Navy SEAL. He's got 4 kids, and he needs a helping hand. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be installing a brand new roof for William Call. Now, that is one. Now,
I'm sorry. What's his last name?
Call. William Call.
Paul? P-A-U-L?
Yep.
Paul?
Nope. C-A-L-L.
Oh, Call. C-A-L-L. William Call in
Call.
Fenton. Does he know yet that he has won this roof?
He does not know, so I hope he's listening.
If you know William Call in Fenton, call him and tell him.
Yes, give him a call. Now, Paul, we got one more. We got James Williams. James Williams is out of St. Clair Shores. He is 77 years old. When he was in the Army, he actually got crushed between two armored vehicles, and he ended up being pinned between two tanks. He's got a little bit of a crushed torso. He needs, he's fully disabled. He needs some help with his roof, and we're going to be doing his roof as well. Now, he's out of St. Clair Shores, and this is James Williams.
James
Williams. Same thing. He does not know. So
St. Clair Shores. If you know James Williams in St. Clair Shores, 77 years old, crushed between two tanks.
Wow. Wow. I'm blown away.
And he needs help.
Yes.
And you're helping him.
Yep. We're going to be installing a brand new roof for him, making sure that he's taken care of. And there's just been so many good interests that touched our heart, and we want to be able to give back. It's fun. It's something that we're made of. We want to definitely give back.
This is really, I mean, I wouldn't have ever been able to guess this, but there is a certain culture that you've established, Victor, that I sensed the first day that I met you. But there's a certain culture at Victor's Roofing, a country that has provided you and your family endless opportunities, and you have not taken any of it for granted. Russell, you're certainly seeing this and benefiting from the fact that he wants to give back to those that have helped him, and this country has helped him to achieve what he has achieved, and he's not forgotten it.
Haven't forgotten it. Yes, sir.
It's not like he's been in business 50 years. How long have you been in business now? Came here when you were 9, started the roofing, not your own business, at 14 to learn the business. How long have you been Victor's Roofing?
We've been Victor's Roofing since 2008, right? For the first couple of years, we were one-man show, very small, just installing a couple of roofs here and there. In 2014, that's when we really started to focus on growth. So it's been heavy growth the past 5-6 years, and here we are.
Here we are.
And with all the assaults you went through with your 3 terms of duty, Russell?
Yes.
This is one of the best assaults you've ever had. They've assaulted your roof, haven't they? They've attacked that roof.
I was telling Victor and the team how when we do combat in urban environments, we take a roof, we take a building from the top. You put everyone out in the perimeter around the building, and you assault the building from the top down. And that's what they did to my house. They assaulted it from the top and flushed us out of the house into their opening arms this morning with a "Good morning, Russell. Are you ready to rock and roll?" And we said yes.
Love it.
And the rocking and rolling on this special Saturday edition of the Paul W. Smith Show, thanks to Victor's Roofing and Russell Johnson, and now also William Call and James Williams.
Wow.
We'll continue with our final segment up next.
Exciting. Hoorah.
Hoorah.
Hey, Mark and Cheryl here with.
Oh, you're killing me, Victor.
Victor.
Hey, Paul, we're not done yet.
What are you talking about?
We'll talk about it in a minute.
Oh, come on. I can't take it. I can't have these kinds of surprises. I get emotional.
We got something special. So if we can talk about it again.
We'll talk about it again. Listen, you're the boss here. So
his name is Victor. Paul, his name is Victor. So he is a victor. He is victorious in battle. He is Victor.
All right. I'll take it.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Victor. He's victorious.
Yep. He is victorious. God bless you, Victor. I tell you,
recipients.
I think of you, Russell, and the other 2 guys, and what you've sacrificed for our country, and how you still carry on without any extra special help, and do the things you do. You could have sat back and said, "I'm 100% disabled. I don't need to do anything. I'll just collect a check from the government, and that'll be it." But you started the mentoring program, and you clearly are a voice of positivity. You're a voice of goodness and of belief in how great this country is. And at a time like this, when there are people in the streets, and I'm not talking about people who are rightfully protesting, not at all, not ever. And why the institutional media doesn't separate the two, it's for their own political reasons. But I'm talking only about the people who want to burn the country down, who want to loot, who think somehow getting a new television is paying tribute to George Floyd.
Right.
I mean, you kidding me? And then I see you and all of the positivity that you have and all of the ways you could have made excuses in your life to not be the man that you are. It strikes me.
Love is the key, Paul. Love and knowing to be able to give back makes a difference, and to be a help to someone. And I have PTSD, but to give back and to love on people and to communicate, I have no PTSD. Does not exist. We defeat it through positive communication and trusting in God and this country. The country has got to get it together because God is watching us, and we can do better.
Well, from your lips to God's ears, I always like to say, because you just said something that we should all hear, and we should all understand. And frankly, we can either be a part of the solution or a part of the problem. And I know that my listeners, and frankly, our WJR listeners, just because of the kind of radio we are, our listeners are part of the solution rather than part of the problem.
Yes, sir.
That's why I work at WJR. That's why I stay at WJR. And will happily be having my 25th year back at WJR, probably 30, 35 years totally involved back in the old days. But full-time doing the morning show, soon to be 25 years. And I couldn't be happier or prouder of Steve Finateri, our president, vice president, general manager, our leader. And I mentioned Jeffrey Marcereau, our director of sales, that makes events like this possible, and introduced me to Victor in the first place. And I feel a sense of pride, Victor. I feel a sense of pride in being a part of your growth and your success. I really do feel a sense of pride of that.
Welcome back to more Paul W. Smith on WJR. This broadcast is sponsored by Victor's Roofing. Once again, here's Paul.
So Russell Johnson is the serviceman, 10 different people nominated, grew up in Detroit, 27-year Army veteran, 3 combat assignments, 100% disabled. Started a mentoring program, didn't just sit back and say, woe is me. His wife's name is Kimberly, which he reminded us means queen. My wife's name is Kimberly, which means queen. And of course, if you're a husband, you know that your wife is a queen anyway. It's just the way it is, whatever her name might be. And for Victor, his wife's name is Lily, as in Lily of the Valley.
Yes.
Doesn't get much better than that. Patrick Mendes says, Russell, you're a true American hero. You deserve this. Thank you, Victor, for recognizing him and helping him. I appreciate all the people who are watching on Facebook and YouTube and weighing in and listening in on 760 WJR on this very special edition of the Paul W. Smith Show, thanks to Victor's Roofing and this wonderful giveaway. Victor blew us away, unbeknownst to Russell and I. He gave away a roof also to William Call of Fenton. He was in the service 31 years. James Williams of St. Clair Shores, 77 years old, crushed between 2 tanks years ago. And so, Victor, we can't say your name means queen, and that's probably a good thing if you think about it. But we can say that Victor, as Russell pointed out, and Victor's on mute, so unmute him. Russell pointed out, Victor is victorious.
Yes.
Victor is victory. And I want to hear from Victor, but he's still on mute. So get Victor off mute so we can hear what he has to say. I know it's probably windy. So there we go. They turned him off because it was so windy where he's sitting. He's on now. Victor, at the risk of you killing me here, you said you're not done. And I didn't get a chance during the break to ask, well, there's a good coin. There's the Paul W. Smith challenge coin. And you know a thing or two about challenge coins, Russell. and
Yes,
any
sir.
military guy does.
Yes,
But
sir.
Victor, you said you're not. That says I can't remember what it says. Make each and every day count. Each day as a gift. On one side, on that side, it says Michiganian of the Year, which I was proud to get, and I went into the National Radio Hall of Fame. God bless you, Russell.
Thank you for giving it to us. This is
Yeah.
just a wonderful day, Paul W.
I got all kinds of surprises and unexpected things, including Victor saying to me, I think it was during the break, and I didn't get a chance to push further. He said, Paul, we're not done.
Not yet.
What do
Not
you
yet.
mean? I know you're not done with the roof, but you will be, because I know how quick your roofers are, how clean they are, how efficient they are, how good they are. But what are you talking about? We're not done.
So one of our core values at Victor's Roofing is we care, right? Our core values are we work hard, we play, we care, we do what's right, and we grow or die together, right? So I've been giving it a lot of thought, right? Like we always, and I told you that giving back is fun. And what I wanted to introduce on your show today, that nobody has heard about yet. Only a few people in the company knew about this. So, and I hope our own team is listening as well for this. We want to introduce a program called Victor's Gives Back. And with this program, what we want to do is for every 100 roofs that we install, we're going to be giving a roof to a vet, to a family in need, someone that we can help. Now, keep in mind, we do install about 2,000 roofs a year. So for every 100 roofs, we're going to be putting a countdown on our walls in the office. We're going to be telling our team members about it. But for every 100 roofs that we install, we're going to be giving a roof to a family in need, to a veteran, someone who could use a helping hand.
Wow.
Russell, I am like you, blown away.
That rocks the world. That rocks my foundation. I'm glad I'm standing on good earth, America, because that rocks my world. Because so many people need help and assistance to take them into the future. I told Victor what he's doing for my family. He's advancing us 25 to 30 years. My daughter won't need a roof if I happen to make my transition at 80 or 85 years old. And I won't be afraid to leave because I know I have a roof on the place.
Victor, that is astonishing to me because I know I heard you say you do about 2,000 roofs a year. And for every 100 roof, I hope you mean from this point on.
Correct.
For every 100 roof from this point on, so you can keep track, and you're going to have it on the wall, you say, in the office, and we should all know about it. And maybe you'll give me that information when I do your commercials or whatever, so I can tell people, hey, we're only 3 roofs away from giving away another roof to someone in need. I mean, that's a lot of roofs, my friend. Every 100 roofs when you do 2,000, and you're going to do thousands more, because people who are just meeting you, just finding out about you for the first time and what you've done for Russell and William Call and James Williams, and now your plans to help so many other people. And this is really, as you'll attest to and have several times, Russell, this is life-changing. This is really helping people. This is not just say, well, if you spend $10,000 with me, I'll give you $500 off or $1,000 off or whatever. This is giving people new roofs, giving them new life in their home, which they work so hard to get in the first place. And we depend on it to cover our loved ones and protect them.
Yes.
Yeah. It's fun, Paul. Being able to give back, we enjoy it. We have a passion for it. And it's something that we, as Victor's Roofing, as a team, can get behind and do. We run into this every single day where there's somebody who's trying to get a roof done. They're getting estimates. But everything's just too expensive. They have leaks coming in. They have water buckets underneath, catching water every time it rains. And we want to be able to give back to those people who served our country, who helped our country, and we want to be able to give back to the families in need as well.
Blowing me away, blowing our
Yes, sir.
listeners away, and with listeners at 760 WJR and this special Saturday broadcast of the Paul W. Smith Show, Victor's Roofing Edition. Never another one like it. And people are putting in comments like Patrick Mendes. You can defeat hate by ignoring it. You can destroy it with love, which is what Russell Johnson says. Love truly makes the world go around and makes it go around better. And in Russell, you have a guy who's gone through the worst of it and has still come through loving this country and what it can do for him. Boy, I wish we could inject that into a whole bunch of young people who don't quite get it still. And I guess not just young people. But what we've learned today is the power of the American dream, and somebody who has achieved and continues to work hard to achieve that American dream for his family, but who understands how great it is to give back. As he said a number of times, Victor Simonyanov has said how great it feels to give back. And he is giving back in such an incredible way. It makes me proud to know him. It makes me proud to do his commercials on the radio and to tell people just how good a job he does. But they're learning today at how good a guy he is.
Yes.
Paul, I remember back in 97, I was I don't know what grade. I think I was in 6th or 7th grade. We just came over to the U.S. I think we were about 6 months.
Be fast, because they're going to cut you off here in 30 seconds. So be fast.
I remember somebody helped us out. I remember getting a coat for Christmas through a charity, and I thought that was really, really cool. So just to be able to do this today, to be able to give back every 100 roofs that we install, we're going to be installing a free one. I know, and I want to provide a feeling for other people.
Well, you're doing it, and that shows again, when you give, you get back big time in ways you didn't know. Russell Johnson, congratulations. Victor, thank you so much. We got to go. Regards, Paul W. Smith.
Hi, I'm Matt Darko with Bill Brown.
Gentlemen, God bless you. God bless you, Victor. God bless you, Russell. I want you to give my guy there, who is, I don't have any idea where Ray Templin is, but he must be close to you guys right now. Ray is the good-looking engineer running the controls.
I don't know where Ray is.
I don't know where Ray. I thought he'd have to be right alongside of you, but I want somebody.
This is wonderful.
You're very welcome. You're very deserving. Some presidents of the United States have that, all the way down through a whole bunch of very special people, and you're one of them, Russell. And I want Victor. You tell if you see Ray Templin. There he is. Ray, I want you to. I don't know if you can hear me, Ray, but I want you to be sure to get Russell Johnson's contact information, because we're going to call upon Russell from time to time for some of this motivational talking and inspirational talking that he does. You can hear it from me, but there are people who don't want to hear it from me. I'm some privileged white guy who grew up in they think a wealthy family, which is not true. And that I was handed everything, which is not true. I work 7 days a week, sometimes in 2 states, and never fewer than 3 jobs at once. But that doesn't matter. They look at me now and go, oh, he's a wealthy white guy. He was given all that. Not true. So I'm not here to defend myself, and I don't need to and don't care. But Russell, you tell your